Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at this Game Boy that I picked up online on Facebook. As you can see, it is not looking very good. It's covered in, I think it's like nail paints, something like that. It stinks. When I had it, it smells of just paint or spray paint, something like that. So it doesn't turn on, so we're going to try plug it in and just go through sort of the steps to see what could be causing it. So I've got it plugged in here onto the back. Unfortunately, there's nothing coming up. They have painted over the power line, but I thought you could see it. Doesn't power on at all, so it could be an issue with the battery, but let's have a look anyway and see what's causing this. So what I'm going to do first is take this back plate off the battery cover. It's just one screw, so we'll take that off, and I can already see that it's not staying in position properly, so it could mean that the battery's expanded. So we take it out, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but you can actually see where it's sort of it almost exploded inside, but obviously there's nothing that's come out, luckily. It's just these batteries expand often, which means that they just stop working once that happens. So we're going to test it with a battery from my other SP and see if that fixes anything. Okay, so I'm back. I tried switching the batteries. It did turn on, but the screen is damaged. But I'm just going to open up the shell and check nothing else has gone, because I don't want to replace the battery and then there's something else like a fuse or some of the solder's not on properly. So what we're going to do is just take these screws out. They're these tree screws. You need like a special tool, blah blah blah. But you just get like a little flathead screwdriver and you can actually just take them out of that, to be honest. So we'll just get these out, one under the battery and some on the sides, and then it should just pop off. So we'll give it a shake, get all the screws out, there you go. That's all out. That's just the back bit where the game cartridge is going to. So here we have the main board. So I'm just gonna show you guys what we're looking at. So we got obviously CPU. That's the fuse that we got there. We've got CPU and some other chips. But what we're going to look for is the F1, which you can see there. So we're just going to test that, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so this is the fuse. We're going to put a negative and positive terminal on each side, and I'm just going to show you what's on my multimeter. So we've got it set to these settings here, which is testing for continuity. It's testing if power is going through and coming out, essentially. Testing the fuse is obviously taken out. So we put them on, put both ends like before on either side, and we want a number. There you go. So we want a number. We don't want 0 out, and we don't want, we just want as close as we can get toward, between 0 and 1, basically. So 0.04, 0.05, just anything that shows that there's power. And as you can see, there you go. So we are getting something, which is perfect. So that's obviously showing that that fuse is working. There's nothing wrong with that. So we'll just inspect everything else. So we've got all these other soldering points. I just want to check they're not loose. Obviously, I know that's the game reader, but it's just nice to check as well. Make sure there's no other issues that will come up in the future. Check everything else is on. But from what I can see, it does look fine. You can't see any corrosion or any bits that are misaligned or falling out. But hopefully this gives you guys a bit of an insight. This is the charging ports. Make sure they're all soldered in properly. They look pretty good, to be honest. I've seen a lot worse than this before. But yeah, it seems all good. All checks out. Just doing like a visual check. It's a lot of common sense with stuff like this. If it doesn't look like it's on properly, then it's probably not going to work properly. So the next thing I'm going to do is just inspect the screen, because there's a bit of damage. So I'm just going to see if we can fix that. So if we take the next bit off for you guys, it's expanded, hence why it won't even sit in properly. So there's clearly an issue there, so we can replace that. So to take the screen off, we've got these little plastic rubber bits that cover the screws. You just want to get a flathead and carefully remove them. They should just pop out. It's just a little sticky pad underneath. And you've got one on either side and one in the top middle. And then we can just unscrew these and then continue after that. So we'll just take this last screw out. There you go. And then it should just sort of fall out in place. Obviously be careful with the ribbon. Fortunately with this one it is broken, so it gives me an excuse to have a look at this. So you can see it's connected by the bracket in the middle bit there, so you can remove these. It's very straightforward. You just got to take some more screws out. So I think we should have a look, see if there's any rips or any damage there. Looks fine from my point of view. Can't seem to see anything, but we'll take the rest of these screws out, and then we can just get a closer look. So now those screws are out, this PCB will just sort of pop out of place. Obviously you have to unplug the ribbon cable. I'm just going to flip it over for now. So you got these two sort of sliders. You just got to like ping them out. You can use fingernail or just use a flathead. It's just on this pin where it slides into, both out like that, done. And this is the ribbon slot, I like to say. So we're just going to get a closer look at that. So as you can see, it's this bit down here. So we're just going to check, looks all good on the solder points. So all I'm going to do is just give it a clean and see if that makes a difference. So all we're doing is we've got this little brush here that I've got for Amazon. I'm just going to clean the points. Obviously you want to clean inside as well mainly. I'm just cleaning any crap off the back. See if that will make a difference on the inside there. So just get any loose debris out of there. So we'll just clean that, and then we'll plug it back in and see if we have any luck. So just gonna give it a little test. It's hard to see in the light, unfortunately. I do apologise, but I've got this little ghetto set up just so I can, you know, instead of putting the whole thing back together, I can just quickly do this. So we've got the slider, turn it on, and you might be able to see those black lines. Obviously that's probably cracked on the backlight, or it's bleeding. Either way, it's you know, it's not good. And then sort of just playing around with it, trying to clean the ribbon. Basically last resort, because you know, gonna have to replace the screen, I think, either way. But it's worth a try sometimes, because even a bit of crap can stop these things from working. This is different. That screen is cracked. That's most likely been dropped and broken. I was just seeing if there's any chance of reviving it. Obviously it's done for. Fortunately, there's plenty of parts online, so the final verdict for this part of the video is it's the battery that's broken, it's faulty, it's destroyed, it's just expanded, and the screen also needs replacing. So in the next video, the next part, I'll show you guys how to replace those parts and basically get this back to normal for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later on.